A nearly 20 square mile section of Jefferson County's East End could become the next small city like Jeffersontown or Middletown.
In this WDRB investigates, Monica Harkins and Marcus Green uncover the biggest hurdles to creating the city of Eastwood.
Sitting in traffic. Sometimes cars are backed up for blocks.
They just keep getting more and more crowded.
It's a growing problem as Jefferson County's East End expands.
It's build, 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 and in 5 or 10 years somebody's going to go, well, how are we going to build an infrastructure now to support this? This is kind of crazy stuff. It's a little backwards.
Now a group of neighbors says the answer is to incorporate as the city of Eastwood.
We're going to start small. We're going to evolve.
Chair of the Incorporation Committee, Bob Federico, says it would help control future developments, combat traffic headaches, and provide a safer community.
So development is not a bad thing. What we want to guard against is overdevelopment when we don't have an infrastructure to support it.
To incorporate, they need 6,000 signatures within a set of boundaries.
It has to be big enough to generate enough revenue, right? There's a fine line between making it small enough, but then not having any money to do anything with it, versus too large and never getting the petitions that you need. So yeah, it is in flux.
Right now, Eastwood would be just under 20 square miles going east of Lake Forest to the Shelby County line, a piece of prime real estate as far as Louisville's housing coalition is concerned.
That doesn't meet the need of the community. The need of the community is we have a shortage of about 55,000 units at or below 50% area median income, and that's a problem. And when you take 20 square miles out of the picture, that's huge.
Currently, Metro Louisville is looking to expand middle housing options like duplexes and small-scale apartments to help with the housing shortage. But forming Eastwood would give the small city its own zoning authority, letting it possibly opt out of those types of projects. Tony Curtis says that would be detrimental.
And that prevents a lot of diverse types of housing from being built across all 26 districts in Louisville. And Eastwood is at the center of that discussion in preventing and or creating barriers to progress.
Neighbors in favor say zoning authority is not about banning new housing, but rather having the final say.
And by being able to have input into development trends and road development, all these things would provide a more comfortable environment to live in.
One of the biggest barriers, though, to get people to sign on for Eastwood isn't about housing. It's the increase in taxes, because Eastwood residents would pay the new city's property taxes and those now in effect in Jefferson County.
More taxes possibly, with potentially not a lot of benefits attached to that increase in taxes.
Those in favor, though, say the benefit of a new police force, public works services like trash pickup and pothole repair are worth the extra money.
The local government that's closer to the people is probably a better government for the people.
One opposition Bob Federico didn't expect: developers. Signs like this one popping up throughout parts of the East End.
We are competing with folks that have a lot of money and a lot of funding and are using the very bad tax word. That's harder to fight than I had anticipated.
The group calls itself East End Neighbors, and it's not clear who they are. It did not respond to WDRB's request for comment a month ago, but we have confirmed some members of the Building Industry Association, a home builders organization, are involved. Eastwood is the first new city push since 2022, when the Kentucky legislature lifted the nearly 2 decades-old ban on new cities enacted during the city-county merger. If there are enough signatures, it would join a long list of more than 80 small cities like Jeffersontown and St. Matthews. But it's not clear how long it could take to get there.
We're not going to give up the fight anytime soon.
With Marcus Green and photojournalist Josh Horton, Monica Harkins, WDRB News.